evening, ladies and gentlemen. Body. Mr. Body is my name. And welcome to my home, Body Manor, where of tonight's events, I am the planner in this fun and folly known as a game.
Green's a name, money's my game. I'm sultan of the stock markets, king of commodities, an entrepreneur. I own me a national chain of beauty salons called Teasing Your Blues Away. I own the world's most popular air discount carrier, Pennies in Heaven. I'm currently in a joint venture with Mr. Body, which specializes in the restoration of ancient monuments, called Colossal Nips and Tucks. Our recent project, the Great Pyramids. We're going to protect them from the elements by covering them in vinyl siding. What a concept! Sandstone colored siding so it blends right into the stone and you don't even know it's there. I'm a genius.
I am Professor Plum. BA, MA, PhD. That's me. I'm an author by trade, an intellect by birth, and an American by choice. You see, I was born in London, raised in New York, and years later became part of the British think tank in the States. It was in Washington where I met Mr. Body. He was a lobbyist for the oil industry. He asked me to ghostwrite a book about oil industry with government involvement for a handsome fee. Indeed, I agreed. As Somerset Maugham said, money is like a sixth sense. You can't make use of the five without it.
I am Mrs. Peacock, Rose of the Peacock family and chairperson on the board of Peacock Enterprises, a position I acquired with the death of my first husband, Anthony. My second husband, Neville, gave me an authentic Renoir. Vincenzo, my third, my villa in Capri. My fourth gave me a 10-carat diamond ring. My fifth, whom I've forgotten completely, he gave me nothing. I'm happy to say I'm a newlywed again. Mr. Body recently became my sixth. I have wealth, I have power, I have Ivana Trump's plastic surgeon.
Colonel Mustard here. I have stormed barricades and pillaged bunkers. I have triumphed in war. Not with might, but with imagination. You see, this soldier never had the opportunity to serve in the armed forces because of legislation passed by Senator Body, Mr. Body's father. It bans from the military any person who has the disease which causes people to mistake humans for inanimate objects. Non-identifiitis. People live quite normally with this ailment till they're excited and their blood pressure increases. Then your neighbor becomes a Volkswagen, your son a toaster. Well, you get the idea. Shortly after the bill was passed, Senator Body mysteriously died. Now Mr. Body calls me Dad.
I'm Miss Scarlett. I'm an actress, well, a singer. No, really more of a performer. I do it all, or that's what my men friends tell me. No one knows this, but I first met Mr. Body when he was in Vegas on business. I was opening for the dog juggling act, which played every Tuesday at 3 a.m. at Billy's Lone Star Bar, Grill, and Casino. Mr. Body was in Vegas on business. He saw my show, loved it, and asked if I'd give him an encore in his hotel room. And, well, you know me. I love an audience.
My name is Mrs. White. I hate the Mrs. part, but that's what I'm called by Mr. Body, who I lives with, as I'm his housekeeper. Well, actually, I'm his cook and his housekeeper, but he don't pay me enough to be called both. So I just say I'm his housekeeper. And I don't mean to say as I lives with him, because I got my own teeny tiny room in the basement, where I sleeps on a thin mattress on a cot what ain't fit for prisoners in a jail cell. And the food. I get scraps, leftover tasteless grisly stuff the dog won't eat. And I work 7 days a week, 7 long odd days with no rest for me weary muscles, me weary bones, me weary feet, hands, eyes, nose, hair. I needed a drink.
I'm a hard-nosed detective who's hard-pressed to find the hard truth. I'm tough on crime, tough to talk to, and tough as nails. I turn over stones, turn over suspects, and turn over when I sleep. My direct questions get direct answers. For me, yes means yes, no means no, and maybe means you're under the influence of an illegal substance. Peter Piper may have picked a peck of pickled peppers, and she may have sold seashells by the seashore, but everywhere that Mary went, this lamb won't be going. Is that clear? Why are you all staring at me?